Thanks a lot. First off, please pardon my appearance. I've been going through some stuff. I just can't stop buying graphic tees. My man Captain America knows what I'm talking about. We're on the same team. I appreciate that. I don't know. I just can't resist a bargain. When you see Snoopy dressed as Joe Cool and the tagline is "Just Chillin'," $8.99. Are you kidding me? I don't know. Maybe I'm just susceptible to marketing. I don't need Pinocchio on Blu-ray, but it was going back into the Disney vault. I don't know. What can you do? So students are back. Welcome back, students. Any students here tonight? All right. You guys present me with a great opportunity. I'm often asked, Turner, you're a prestigious alum of this university. You're successful, you're handsome. What would you say to the students of today? And I say, well, thanks, self. There are three things I would say to the students of the day. One, go to class. Two, get involved with extracurriculars and meet people. And three, would you cross the street already? Do you kids not know how to cross a street quickly? It's like a line of ants just going across the street, and as soon as you get a window where you might be able to pull through, here comes some dude just a running, and then getting into the street and exhausted, just closing that window. And could you not look miserable as you do it? You get these looks like, God forbid you drive a car. At least give me the old false hustle. I know that's not as fast as you can go because you would move your legs quickly if you were going to do that, but I appreciate the illusion. It's like a little play you're doing, and I appreciate that. And I'm sitting at my steering wheel just tapping it saying, I get it. Anyway, I know the students are the lifeblood of this community. I just don't want that lifeblood all over the front fender of my car. You know? I better stop before I sound like I'm the one with the problem. So I'm a little disappointed this year. It's election year, and Bev Perdue's not running for re-election. Not that I care about her politics necessarily. I just find her humorous. We've got a Hurricane Isaac in the Gulf now. A year ago, Hurricane Irene was twirling off the coast of North Carolina, and our governor, the woman we elected to run our state, said the following: my mama's name is Irene, so I'm taking this one personally. I really appreciate that. That is not hurricane preparedness advice, that is a coincidence. What do we do with that information? Do we go home and say, just act like your mama's coming? You know, board up all the windows, gather up all your canned goods, huddle in the closet. When my mom comes over, my wife runs around saying, state of emergency, state of emergency. I mean, if Bev Perdue really believes that that is effective, I mean, she should run on that. Like I said, I'm disappointed she's not running, because she could say, I know we need jobs, but I got a brother named unemployment. I'm taking this one personally. I don't know. My least favorite thing about hurricanes, that's a segue, is TV news. They go all out. Every story has a hurricane twist in it. Go into the hardware store, checking on people buying supplies. Last year, a reporter goes to the hardware store. There's a man and his very pregnant wife. And this is how he ended the story. But they won't be naming this baby Irene because it's a boy. Okay, there are a lot of things they're not going to name that baby. Anyway, you cannot trust TV news, you guys. You have to filter things. You have to really think things through. There's one local station that does restaurant inspection reports on Fridays, and they just report what they want to report because they set it up like this is the dirtiest restaurant you've ever seen. Here at Applebee's, and they slap something on the screen. One employee had 2 straws in his drink. And then people are like, boo. The ice scoop was resting in the ice cooler. Boo. And so you think, oh my God, Applebee's. Applebee's scored a 98. And then they go back to the anchor, the serious anchor. And he says, Applebee's posts a score that is 2 points higher for taking a food safety course. But we don't include that. Oh, you just decided? You just decided at WRAL? You just decided not to include that? Good enough for the health department, good enough for me. When I open my restaurant, no employee of Turner's Tavern of Tater Tots will ever take a food safety course. That's our promise to you all. Our promise to you. I bought a bike recently, and I've been riding it, which is what you do after you buy the bike. Great trail system in our neighborhood, but a lot of strange people on this trail. When you get a bike, please wear a helmet, a real helmet. I saw a guy with a batting helmet on the other day. I can only assume that some cycling teams like to go high and inside. I don't know. He gets to an intersection, steps off the bike, takes off his gloves, puts his gloves back on, looks down at the traffic, looks at the sign, steps back on the bike and goes. I guess, I don't know. But the other day something weird happened to me. Riding my bike as I do. A man, a woman, and a dog, 3 across, taking up the entire breadth of the trail. I'd like to pass these folks. But you get to a point where you can no longer stay upright if you're going slowly. So I get to a break in the trail and I say, coming by on your left. And the woman jumps out of the way and I say, excuse me, thank you. As I do, I'm proud of my manners. I really am. I'm proud of being polite. So I get away, and I would never have thought about this again, except the man turned to his wife and said, that's why they have bells in France. Tring, tring. This is what he said. That's why they have bells in France? That's why. Because of American manners, they don't want anything to do with those. That's why I don't have a bell on my bike because I'm not a child. And because I have a voice, I can project and say, excuse me, coming by on your left, thank you. They have mimes in France, I imagine they would need bells. But anyway, so I bought a beret and put on top of my helmet and a cigarette. And next time I see this guy, I'm going to say to him, excusez-moi, monsieur, however, I seem to have forgotten my bell. Would you mind if I pass on the left? Merci beaucoup. Would you like a baguette for your trouble? Thank you all very much. Turn to Walston, everyone! Turn to Walston! The world needs more men like him.